Hello good people, welcome to Paul Outdoors. It's early-ish on Easter Sunday morning and I'm out again for my daily quota of exercise as per the coronavirus regulations and restrictions, exercising my right to leave the house, to exercise mind, body and spirit. It would really be a crime not to. So I'm on a 4-mile loop walk close to home, starting to climb now. I've been out for about half an hour and it's starting to warm up under this hat. I'm also going to stop for my obligatory hammock hang, and I'm going to position a new purchase of mine, a Trailcam, a wildlife camera, and see what wildlife triggers the camera and what we can capture on video, and hopefully share that with you good people. That's the intention anyway, if we do capture anything, of course. So I'm going to carry on now and do just that when I get to the woodland. So if that interests you, stay tuned.
The mighty oak, one of nature's premier wildlife service stations. Always open, never a need to queue, just turn up and help yourself. There are a myriad of small bird species in the canopy above, foraging on aphids and caterpillars that are in turn feeding on the fresh green, lush spring leaf growth. And below we have thrushes, blackbirds foraging in amongst the fresh green herbs of bluebell, garlic mustard, nettle, wood anemone, stitchwort, foraging for grubs and worms to feed hungry mouths back at the nest. And although it's mid-April, some blackbirds have already fledged and making their first tentative steps and flights away from the safety of the nest. So renewal and rebirth is well underway during this time of plenty. Well, I've made it to the woodland. I've been sat in my hammock now for the best part of 15 minutes, just soaking up this beautiful woodland sunshine. I've been sat taking in the sights, sounds, smells and textures of mid-April and spring, which pure bliss, really. Not something that I could adequately describe, but it is a feeling, a sense of being, a sense of well-being when you're sat in a place such as this with a choir of spring bird song as company. It truly is bliss. I've still got the hat on. The sun is climbing and it is starting to get very warm. The pockets of frost still remain. It's still early on Easter Sunday morning, but those will soon dissipate. I often wonder whether people would notice if spring didn't arrive and unfold. Strange thought, I know, but I do often wonder whether the changing of the seasons, if they didn't happen, would go unnoticed, particularly on an island like the UK, where we have defined seasons. Not like we're on Lanzarote or Tenerife, where the climate is more of a constant. Still changes, and noticeable for those that you know, are aware. I do often wonder whether some people would notice if the changes didn't take place. I know for a fact I would. I would miss the changing of the seasons. Seeing, feeling and witnessing all of this unfolding around me. This for me really is bliss. It's not something that I can describe, but it's something that I can feel and I can be. A state of being. And I guess most human beings are striving for this state of being that nature always has on offer if you can get out and embrace it. It's always here, just waiting. Regardless of the time of year, regardless of the weather really. It's just being able to tune into it and sort of bypass all the interference and QRM of what we call normal life and normal living. But yes, this hat may have to come off. I may have to show the good people of YouTube my dodgy hat hair, and I may need to give my stylist another call to see whether she can find it in her heart to come and tame my mop. Anyway, trail cameras. This is the little bijou unit that I am going to position shortly. Like I said, it's the Victure HC100, and Mick at Jester Bushcraft on YouTube, I strongly recommend you go and have a look at Mick's channel, has highlighted this this little trail cam. It's a budget trail cam, cost me £40 delivered, so I'm not expecting miracles from it. It says that it will record in 1080p resolution video, so we shall see. But like I said, I'm not expecting all singing, all dancing for my money. So I'll be intrigued to see how well it does perform. But if you want to see a more in-depth review of this camera, including the technical specifications and also some very good captured footage, please go to Mick at Jester Bushcraft. He's done a really good series which are ongoing of lockdown videos where he goes out every morning checks the camera, takes the SD card back home, repositions the camera, and then uploads the footage. So please go and visit Mick, Jester Bushcraft, give him a like or two, and subscribe if you like what you see. And I'm going to go and position this little beauty now, and we shall see what little treasures and mysteries that it shares with us. It's the main set entrance there, with a track running towards the camera and away and down. So I'm going to use this then.